What's up, Squid Bois? Today, I'll be joining the Content Creator Tournament. Now, I'm supposed to be the last player in. The game should start in 3 minutes. And let me put the game ID in, hit search, here's the game, and let's hope my password works. All right, we're loading. We'll go over this, but I have to pick the Ottomans. And I'm going to hit OK, and the game started. You see the share map on most of my team members, but let me quickly talk over the rules once I get moving. Moving everyone to here because I'm going to take out Syria. This is the Content Creator Tournament. I helped out with this tournament idea and I hope it works out. Now, what is the idea? Well, I'm going to draw a crude map like so, and you can see that here's Team 2. Yeah, I'm on Team 1. Where you see the UK, France, Italy, East Libya, and Morocco. And then Team 1, we have Russia, Ukraine, Germany, Austria, and the Ottomans, me. Now, all of us are either Discord moderators or YouTube content creators, and the goal is to have a competitive game, but also having fun. Now, I pick last as the Ottomans because my goal is to get to this double oil right here in Arabia and hold off against North Africa. Now, I was expecting for them to put a player up here in Scandinavia, but Italy didn't do that. I thought Italy was going to be here. Part of the rules is you have to have someone in the UK and France, and you have to have someone in the German Empire and the Austrian Empire. So that's why these two had to be here. But the Italy one, something I wasn't expecting. I was expecting 2 people in Africa, and I thought this Russian position would have been there to stop up here. So Russia needs to go into Central Europe quickly and get to the front line. Ukraine, it was a backup. If Russia was losing, Ukraine would back up here. If they charge the front, they would go up here. If they're going up to Africa, Ukraine would come down here. Furthermore, the experience levels between everyone is widely different. Some of these content creators are for the other Supremacy games, like Conflict of Nations or Call of War. So they may be experienced in their game, but this is a new experience for them. And we tried to make it as even as we could. And I don't really know everyone's experience level, but let me just show you quickly. These two on their team are the most experienced, followed by Italy, Morocco, and then East Libya. So why am I going for this double oil here in Arabia? For one, it also has a double food that would make me resource secure, but there's only another double oil and it's in Morocco right here. And there's no way we're going to break through this line. If we take this province, we've already won the game. Now, if we lose this double oil or don't grab it in time, we're going to lose the long game because there's not enough oil to go around. Let me quickly look at the stock market. Prices are all right. I'm just buying a little bit. Nothing worth buying and selling right now. Maybe coal and gas. I do like to do coal and gas like that. And oil is not going to stay at 1.1. So there's no point of putting an offer right now. And I'm going to get all the oil. So that's also going to be good. So what am I doing? I'm moving to Syria. The rules we care about right now, I can only use 2 heroes at a time. 2 that could come out at any time, but I can cycle them. So if Hank goes, I could go and get Toho. Now let me get out Hank. No, I'm going to wait on Hank because his mobilization time is so quick, but I would need to get Orhan out. Now my goal is to do a punch at day 1. You can see that the peace period is for 24 hours right here on the top right. And that's only for human players. So everyone can go strike anyone else that's not a human player. So my goal is to hit Syria. I think this should be easy tonight. The game just started. Can't imagine me not taking out Syria. But what I would like to do is split up into 2 groups. One taking here, the other taking these 2 provinces, and then Army Group A sacks the capital, and then we try to get back to my border before day 2. Then at day 2, Orhan will be here, and we'll move out and hit Arabia full force. Now, I don't know if the human countries that are in AI, like Arabia, will start acting like an AI right away, or if it'll take them until day 3, when that would be the normal inactivity period. So that would be interesting. Are they sitting ducks or are they not? Taking Arabia is my first goal, but my second goal is to hold back North Africa and most likely take Greece and help Austria fight Italy. Depending on how competent I'm feeling. I know that there are more inexperienced players are in Africa, so I might be able to juggle that. And I'm convinced that since they gave up Scandinavia in the north, their goal is to take out Germany and Austria right away. Now, it'll be interesting to see tomorrow or later tonight what happens, but I'm assuming Britain and France are going to take Belgium so they can open up the front for Germany. And my allies have plans, and we'll go over them as the game develops. This is 1x speed, so we are taking our time on this. And hopefully this works out and we could do more creator games in the future. Now I have 2 double materials. I was thinking of taking the Caucasus, but then I'm like, that's just 2 minute materials. So I'm going to build workshops in them. And my long-term goal is to build a navy, right? Short-term goal, Arabia, hold back North Africa. assist Austria if I need be as the medium goal, and the long-term goal is building a navy. Now, why did I say that? If we look at everyone's country selection, besides France, this can get blown up by a battleship, this can get blown up by a battleship, this can get blown up by a battleship, and this can get blown up by a battleship. So if I build the biggest navy of them all, I could break through. It also will be helpful to have a navy just to take Africa if they start defending it like crazy. And that's what I'll be building here in Angora. I'll be focusing on rushing a factory, skipping the railway here. So I'll be building a harbor, and then I'll be building a factory. And then I'm going to try to rush a submarine. Now, this is a little too far in advance, but we'll get there when we get there. But right now, I'm going to build an armor car. Same for my double steel province. I'm going to build a barracks, but I'm going to disable it because I have no food right now. I will build a harbor, and this will get a railway. And then again, I produce an armor car. Now, tomorrow, I'll build a balloon and a cavalry in these provinces if things go well. Now, I need to go to the resource tab, and the food seems pretty even. I'm low on it. I want a lot of wood because I have so many coastal provinces. I could late game stack harbors, and I definitely need more energy provinces, and I need to have oil at 0% and balance it like that. That's not too bad. Food's my worst resource, so it's good. It'll be good to take Jerusalem to get that double food, and that's the plan. I'm hoping my allies can hold because I think we have the advantage long term because they gave up Scandinavia, so they've just given us more territory that our allies could potentially take. Pretend this is a giant stalemate. I doubt it, but pretend it will be a giant stalemate. They're not growing. They're most top people. While we could keep expanding into Central Europe and Scandinavia and, the Middle East. It'll be really great. Now, lastly, Greenland and North Africa are no-go zones. You're not allowed to have anyone there. You can't conquer territory over there. That's not how we're designing this map. And this should be fun. Hank is about to take the capital of Syria. You got 53 minutes till the next attack and an hour and 46 minutes until day change, which is perfect. They only have 2 infantry left. You could see the AI moved some troops down to the capital. That's why there's 15 dead. And overall, this has gone to plan because Army Group B is making it back with 41 minutes to make it back in day change, which is good. Splitting up Orhan in this 5 infantry group, and we'll go right here so we can all group together, and then Orhan's escort armored car will join this army, and I have a little group here, a 9 and a 5, that will move down south after day change because we're going to take Arabia and we're going to try to do it quick. Now, I did leave an infantry here because I'm paranoid of any attacks, and I'm glad I did that because my ally Austria is doing that against Italy right here. It's a bold move, and that's good. Now, Austria is taking the capital. You could see he'll have the capital taken before day change. It's very good. Now, his troops are moving to the borders, and he's building up forts. He's already at level 2. This part's open, but Belgium is an AI, so maybe that's fine right now. And Germany's building up a fort. He has 1 level fort and armored car being built. You can see France has Fiona here, so he's probably been spamming them pretty hard, but the Germans have a bigger force there. And up here, there's a barracks being built, and it's good. Things are happening. I'm happy. Ukraine is going to fight the Caucasus, which is good. I didn't attack the Caucasus. Let Ukraine deal with them. And Russia, looks like they're taking out the AIs, the little AIs, here and here. Now, these are the newer players to Supremacy. They're in the back, but they're attacking in force, so that's great. Overall, I can't complain. I haven't seen the enemy do much besides take Spain here. You can see Italy took Barcelona. France took this province, but then I guess the AI Spain took it back. So I'm assuming Italy sent a force this way. France sent a force this way. The AI Spain here came and took this back. Not a big deal, but they didn't get this by day change. But they do have a level 2 fort being built here. So it'll be interesting to see, will Germany rush them? And Britain, I don't know where Britain is, but I see some troops around. I see Fiona getting deployed here. I'm guessing that's Fiona. And Great Britain went to Scandinavia. And overall, I'm feeling pretty good about this. With the UK going into Scandinavia, that tells me that France might be fine with taking parts of Africa and holding the wall and holding the line, which I hope is the case, because one, that'd make the game longer, because if we get a breakout here, which can happen, and my team should be looking for that, which lets me decide, do I go into Egypt or do I go into Greece? So the longer they wait, going to Scandinavia is safer, but it's riskier. Means that I can have a navy, and that would be awesome. With the next day change arriving, I'll start building harbors at my double material provinces. looking at the stock market, and there is some good wood on sale, so I'm going to buy it because I need a bunch of wood. Steel's good too. What's going on? I guess everything's pretty cheap, but that wood was good. Man, I might just buy the steel. All right, well, if I had more money, maybe I'll get more money at the capital sack, so I'm going to buy this now. I'm just going to buy it all. Get the wood and steel back to double material, to double digits, and that's good. My food is draining, but I haven't been building cavalry yet, and I've disabled the barracks, so that's not been a problem. And if I take Jerusalem, that definitely shouldn't be a problem. If Arabia goes well today in the evening, I'll build a cavalry after this barracks is done. It's great he saw this opening. I wonder if he could take this province. Let's look at my province, and in 22 hours and 30 minutes, I'm going to have infantry in my single resource province. So that way you can determine, will he get there in 22 hours? Absolutely. He won't have anyone to defend up there unless he sees it. Now, he should be able to counter Italy, but this is good. It's good to damage people's provinces and hurt their resources and make them realize they need to split up their army and have troops down here, which will make the north weaker. Now, their attack didn't go amazing yesterday. Let's see what Spain's kills are. Spain has only lost 22 units and they've killed 4. So they're killing all right, but it's taking a little longer to get there. I know Italy had a ways to go, and so did France. And I can see why France got farther. Maybe France is here by now. Who knows? That's the evening, and I've just declared war against Arabia. I feel like I'm right. The AI humans don't do anything because I don't see any buildings, and they haven't moved yet until day 3. And I hope that's true. Now, I've got this armored car and Hank and 49 infantry to take Jerusalem. You can see here it's going to take about 13 hours, but it's going to be an extra hour because I can't stack wipe these units because they have 136 health and I have 100 attack. And there's 18 hours until day change. This should be fine. Next, I have Orhan and a group of 43 infantry, and they're moving right here. And the goal for them is to take these 2 provinces before Army Group A with Hank takes the capital, so I don't have to defend them. And then tomorrow, they'll sit here at day change, guard it, guard that double oil, get the morale boost up, and then we'll go into phase 2, which will be the sweep up. And we'll sweep with Orhan taking out this province, maybe going down here, and Hank finishing them up. But we'll decide on that tomorrow. This is going pretty well. The morale boost with Orhan's army makes me want him to use his group more because his army healed at day change where Hank's did not. But the health and attack are pretty similar. And I think because Hank has the infantry offense and defense boost, it's been even things out. Now I can only have 2 heroes on the field, so after I take Arabia, I need to decide if I need to force march Hank or Orhan away. Next, East Libya, Joker, has started moving into Egypt. Slightly bummed, because if he didn't go into Egypt, I may have tried to rush in there. And I'm looking at Egypt's kills, and Egypt's dying 19-3, but it's too soon to tell how this is going to play out. And what I mean is, we look at Spain, and you can see that France still has a province here. Italy lost its province in Barcelona, and Morocco is starting to attack. So there was 3 people who were charging Spain here, and they were having issues. And the main thing that happened is 2 things. One, it took Italy a while to get here. I'm assuming France took some time, and they couldn't attack with all their forces because they have to defend this line. 2, my allies are pushing hard. Germany has a lot of troops. You can see Fiona's mobilizing. He has Orhan here, a lot of troops here, and Ukraine has sent in a bunch of troops. I click on Ukraine's troops. They said half their army went to take over Switzerland, which is owned by Belgium in this map, which means there's a third front. Now Ukraine can be here and build forts. Germany is here and Austria is here. So now there's 3 of them, and you can see France running back up home. You can see him running. You can see Italy running back up home. And what that did is made the AI Spain take the provinces back. Oh wait, this just answered my question. If AI Spain's building. Okay, so AI Spain is building buildings and responding to attacks. That means Arabia should be responding to attacks. But they haven't built any buildings. Very strange. I know by tomorrow, day change, they'll act like a normal AI. I do see the computer icon, so I should assume that they'll move around and maneuver. But this is very good. Oh, there's an armored car running. So it wasn't too many troops. But honestly, France has a lot. 74 up here. He's also using Fiona a lot. My allies, at least 2 of them, I believe it's Germany and Ukraine, have been using spies. You can see that this fort is damaged and the recruitment building has been disabled, and France hasn't realized that the recruitment building's been disabled, even though it's been like 6 hours. Or damaging the fort when everyone's trying to get to a level 3 fort can be very helpful. And the reason why you want a level 3 fort, like you can see Austria here, is at level 3 and above, the units will be hidden if the fort is not damaged. And that'll be very nice for Austria. You can see Austria took out this AI here. I believe it was Serbia. You can see troops that were fighting Spain are now coming back home. And the fort situation is only at level 1. Interesting choice, fort line here. I would have not abandoned Venice. I would have built it right here. Because if things got really bad, I could at least build a fort here and then keep people back. Actually, from what I remember in my Europe game, Rome. Build it here, and then if they were to get past this way, I could build one in Rome and I could still defend the southern part of Italy. But I think at that point you're in trouble. So things are going pretty well. UK is going into Norway. You can see he's taking these provinces here. Let's look at Norway's stats, which is 36 deaths versus 5 kills. Great Britain's doing a good job. And that will allow Russia to expand into Scandinavia. Now he has a reason to do so. Because it would be very bad if we end up being in a stalemate here, that Britain becomes super powerful by taking all this territory. Because Russia wanted to go this way. So I think it's not a bad idea for Russia to go to the north. I was not expecting to play as the Ottomans, but I kept talking about this double oil and let other people pick, and other people just started picking countries. So then I just picked the second to last, Ottomans, because I thought, well, I should just be here. That way we have oil, and then I can feed it to my allies. Maybe I'll start rationing them out. They each get 1,000 oil a day or something like that. I'm very interested to see how well East Libya invades Egypt. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Now, I did build some armored cars. I have some infantry recruited. They aren't going to make it in time to this fight. It's still quite early in the evening. I'll decide when these guys group up together up here in the north where they're going to land, because it would be nice if they assist the bottom armies for the next day change and get down here. But right now they have time, and I don't want them to get in the way of the fighting. So like, for example, here I'll try to move them to this location by day change. So they won't be attacking these armies where Orhan would be fighting. But when it's time to move out, they'll be reinforcing Orhan's army. And lastly, I think food is going to be scarce for me. My ally Ukraine has been fighting the Caucasus, and I'm glad I didn't fight them because they have too much materials up here. And I already started with too much materials. If we look at the kills, my ally has only lost 3 troops, where the Caucasus has lost 28, so that's good. And you can see he's going for the capital. Go for it. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good about my team. There's a lot of open land right here because Morocco's going into Spain. I think East Libya did a good job. I would have tried to take Egypt too right away. Then I could secure and then have troops and go back this way to take more land and keep expanding while holding this back. And then if I see an opening, maybe invade Arabia. So those are things I'm going to have to think about. It is day 2, and I don't see any double buildings. No, I see one double building here at the double food. So maybe this is a harbor. Let's see what the others are doing. So here's Morocco. I'm clicking, because at day 2 you could build a harbor. This is 3 buildings, so that's probably a harbor. And this might be a harbor. Who knows? It could be a barracks. I may need to wait until day 3 when the railroad comes out. That way we can see how well the double resource provinces are being developed by my opponents, and I can lambast my allies about why they haven't built these. I'm sure they're going to do fine.